channeling spirits and using it as a form of magic, black magic. For those of you not familiar with Crowley, he is best known for his books on black magic, his books on satanic worship, and he is most known for quotes such as in one of his books talking about performing black magic rituals, saying that a white male child of perfect innocence and intelligence makes the most suitable victim. This is for pedophilia or human sacrifice. This is in one of his books. And you'll see him on the cover of the Beatles album, and you'll see him on Jay-Z's shirt, and you'll see these celebrities talking about him and promoting him. But it's okay that he was talking about human sacrifice and pedophilia, and people walk around talking about him like he was a great man and he was misunderstood, even referred to himself as the Beast. So he was practicing yoga, which is just another telltale sign that it is very spiritual and very demonic. But in Hindu practice, the purpose was for the practitioner to open his body for visitations and possessions by outside spiritual entities, also known as demons. Yoga positions in their own right, the positions that are practiced in yoga, are all positions that pay homage to Hindu entities, such as Shiva. The word yoga actually means unity, and it's pushed as you becoming one with the universe, you channeling yourself and becoming your own God. All of this stuff I've been talking about with the Freemasons and how they believe that they're their own gods. This is the new ideology that's being taught with this universal New Age practice, that you're your own God, the self-empowerment belief. It all ties in together. And yoga is a way of spiritually channeling the universe, but what you're really doing is summoning demonic presences and allowing them to enter into your body. Now, I might mispronounce a word or two here because I am not fluent in yoga language, but the purpose is to produce an awakening of what is known as the Kundalini power, quote unquote, which is taught as being a snake coiled around the base of the spine. And when the serpent is awakened, it will then move up through the body, through the chakras. This is also called the life force. And once it reaches the crown chakra, the top of the head, or the third eye, so to speak, in Buddhism and Hinduism, the eye between your two eyes, right above your nose and your forehead area, that is where it's being taught as being a snake coil around the base of the spine, running all the way up into your third eye, or what they refer to as the third eye. Many Christians practice yoga, and they think that it is a way of exercising. It is not a way of exercising. They've been practicing this in other religions for centuries as a form of spiritual practice, not as a form of, let me tighten my triceps here and let me get down into the down dog position, okay? They have used this to summon deities, to summon demonic presences that they worship, because that's what their religions are based off of. As somebody who believes in Jesus Christ, you should not be practicing this. You are inviting spirits into your body. You're allowing yourself to be put in a vulnerable position, okay, through practicing all of the things that yoga teaches, where you can become demonically possessed by allowing yourself to leave your body and something else to enter your body. If you read about yoga, if you study it, which doesn't take long to do, you'll see these things are taught in yoga tradition, going back centuries, thousands of centuries, that when you are in this meditation and in this trance, you're allowing yourself to leave your body so entities can enter your body. And this is what happens. People allow entities to enter them. And these Satanists have been performing this for a very long time. And it was perfected with Aleister Crowley, as he was practicing this as a way of sorcery, as a way of crossing his black magic teachings with this yoga spiritual method of opening the body to allow entities to come into the body. And it's not a coincidence that suddenly, after he practiced and he wrote books on it, and the Satanists started doing it, that in the last 10 to 15 years, it has become the fad. It has become the thing to do. Everybody's doing yoga. The media always just will show somebody doing it. They make, oh, can you believe so-and-so's into yoga? Now they have men doing yoga where they're saying, no, men should be doing yoga. It's actually healthy for your body as a man to do yoga instead of lifting all those weights. So now men do it, women do it, everybody's doing it, and people think it's a giant coincidence that it's just been all of a sudden this has been discovered as this new form of exercise that can really save you. Think about what they're trying to do. They're leading you away from scripture. They're allowing you to open your body and open your soul to bring in demonic presences into your body. You're allowing yourself to be in such a meditated state and a vulnerable state where demons can come inside of you and take possession of you. Now, I'm not saying, oh, if I go do yoga, you're going to become demonically possessed. I'm not saying you're instantly going to become demonically possessed. I'm not saying you're going to need an exorcism, because obviously people are performing it and they're walking around in the real world and they're not under demonic spell. At least we hope not. But you're tapping into the demonic realm. And the more positions and the exercises and the techniques that you perform, the more demons you give access to into your life. Period. If you practice yoga in your life, okay, and you think it's benefited you immensely, and you've not encountered any demonic issues so far, okay, don't jump to a conclusion that it's harmless. Because these demonic entities can linger. They can be around you for a long time, and something can trigger them to come out, or they know when they can take control when you're at a vulnerable state. But you have to realize that we're in a spiritual war, and there is a realm, a spiritual realm. And these demonic entities that they're trying to bring over, they use methods like yoga to channel these entities and bring them over. Because you're allowing yourself to almost leave your body when you're in meditation, and you're allowing something to come into your body. And that is not something that is good. Okay, the Bible warns us about things like this. In Timothy 4:1, now the Spirit expressively says that in later times some will depart from the faith by devoting themselves to deceitful spirits and teachings of demons. And that's what yoga is. Okay, you have to realize that these things are to be taken literal. We are in the end times. Just because it's not wrapped with a bow where they say, hey, you want to practice yoga? We're going to summon demons. Okay, it's part of the deceit. It's part of the deception. They're not going to say, hey, come practice yoga. We're going to put on black clothing, black lipstick, and we're going to channel demons. Then people would say, what? They make it look colorful and fun. Everybody's in spandex and sexy clothes. They get a little mat that they can play with. They always show people doing yoga on the beach or out in front of some beautiful land drop, the mountains or whatever, lakes. They make it look like it's this great healthy thing, and everybody's saying how healthy they feel. It is a deception. It is a deception. I'll repeat it, Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit expressly says that in later times some will depart from the faith by devoting themselves to deceitful spirits and teachings of demons. What do you think teachings of demons means? If you know the origins of yoga goes back to the teaching of Buddhism and Hinduism, which worship false deities, which worship these demonic deities.